To help aid our multimodal strategy, we looked at Davis's technological acceptance model to select the programs we would use as part of our so we looked at perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. What we'll do now is we'll put together our choices and what we thought was the perceived usefulness of each and our perceived ease of use.
The perceived usefulness for Sway is that I've seen a couple of other examples on there, and they look quite attractive and easy to navigate and all of that. So it looked like quite a good way for presenting our work. For ease of use, actually, I don't know much about Sway, so I guess I'll find out as we go along. But I'm more than happy to stick with it, having seen the usefulness of it. And of course, we're meant to be learning stuff anyway, so maybe it's useful that I don't know much about it because, I want to learn some new skills. Blackboard Collaborate, of course, we're not all on campus, we can't meet in person, so being able to see each other is a good benefit and have conversations. And of course, we're using it for this recording as well, which is pretty cool. And I put very familiar, but actually, I'm not 100% familiar with it. I've only used it on this module, but seems, fairly self-explanatory. The only problems being sometimes that my internet connection isn't great. But hopefully, it'll hold out for this recording at least. Google Docs and Drive. We can share, we can pool all our resources there, like the PDFs for research. We can also edit, our shared writing, our shared drafts. I didn't put anything for ease of use because I think you guys had it covered. Padlet and mind mapping. Maybe I've put mine in the wrong place there. Okay, so I don't know either of these, but I'm willing to give them a go because generally I've found mind maps to be very useful in the drafting and planning process of any written assignments. And if there's a digital version that we can all share, then that makes it even better. I think the usefulness for WhatsApp, you've got it. Ease of use, it's on my phone. Been using it for ages, so it's not very difficult to use. And I imagine that's the same for other people. In terms of Outlook, so I guess we've got WhatsApp and Blackboard Collaborate for the sort of less important communications, but I suppose if we want to have a record of, the more important decisions that we come to or whatever, or things like that, then we should probably use Outlook for that. And of course, yes, we know how to email.
Okay, so thanks, Ben. I'll go next then, and Janico's finish. So with Sway, very much the same as what Ben said, obviously. In preparation for the assignment, I've had a look at the other presentations, and immediately the Sway caught my eye, as opposed to the WordPresses. And I didn't want. I wouldn't like to do Prezi. I've done a Prezi before. I quite like the idea of trying something new. In terms of ease of use, I agree with Ben. Like, because it's something new, I've not used it before. I see that as linking with another unit is quite constructionist. So we're learning about gamification, and we'll learn lots about that, and then we'll also make an artifact and learn how to build that artifact, and also learn about gamification at the same time. I think that's quite a good thing. In terms of Blackboard Collaborate, if the university's using it, that was my point. It's got to hold some traction, isn't it, in terms of usefulness. We're doing this through it, which is great, because I'm a distance learner, so I don't know how else we could do something like this unless I travel up to Leeds, which can't really do. And then, because we've been using it already, it's relatively simple to use. If we don't know how to do something, I think the menus will show us how anyway. Google Docs and Drive, they have education and business packages, and they're getting embedded throughout industry, so it's going to have an impact, so its usefulness is there. I thought I put something else in there in terms of usefulness. I think I've moved it to the wrong section, but we'll be able to edit on one document. Instead of using Word for track changes, we can have one live document and we'll be able to edit that as we go, which will be useful. And in terms of ease of use, it's embedded practice at my place. We were talking about OneDrive before we recorded and how much more difficult it was in my eyes than Google. I've used Padlet before. I used it on a middle leadership development project, so and that got good results. I used that and Prezi, which I achieved the necessary grade. So in terms of usefulness, they're both useful. It allows to embed lots of multimedia content, so I can see it being useful for the project. And because I practice it, I personally have got a high ease of use, but also did not decided on one out of that's relatively straightforward, isn't it? It's just we're all using it. We'll just make a group and message each other on it, and it will mean that even though I'm at work, work are quite flexible with the use of phones, so I will be able to pick up messages while I'm at work. And because I'm a computer-based teacher, I should be able to make some changes during lesson time when I'm not teaching. And then, Outlook is obvious, isn't it? More benefit when we're doing something official, I'd imagine. So if we want to speak to Neil as a group, we'll be able to do it that way. Ease of use because of knows how to. Okay.
It's my turn. Actually, it's difficult to add something after both of my participants, but I will try. Sway, actually, I was familiar only with WhatsApp and Outlook in my case. When I start to study here, only all other of this, I start to use only this Sway, Blackboard, Collaborate, Google Docs, Padlet, only here in the University of Leeds. Sway for me, when I saw different example that was downloaded in as an example for us, I saw that and I just waited when we can add some information inside and can see how it is, because it's so it's tools for creating really good presentation. So I just wanted to see how it works and I just want this to see them. Blackboard Collaborate we used in the second semester. So it's quite very useful, very easy way to connect with each other, because for example Dan is not with us in the same city, so it's make easy to collaborate, to work with each other. For example, we can just take to send a message by WhatsApp, like, could you uh, could we meet together today or tomorrow or something like that. So Blackboard Collaborate, it's give us good opportunity to make it easy. Google Docs, same. I never used it before. uh, I used only Microsoft Word document. So when I understand how to make it, how to use it, of course, guys help me. So I understand that it's so easy to edit, share, make a comment. For example, if it's something not, if you put some information and it's not how to say, it's not um, readable or something like that. So just guys can make some question, and after then you can understand where you need to change and all the things. So Google, in this case, Google Docs, it's really very helpful and easy to share. So what about Padlet and mind mapping? I'm not familiar with mind mapping because I've never tried to do that, but Padlet I used in my previous professional course. I had a course sustainability, so we used quite long, and it was useful as well. Padlet. WhatsApp we're using every day. It's um, good way to easy way to write for each other some information. So sometimes guys type a lot, but it's so nice, so good way to collaborate. And Outlook, we are sharing some links, some information, and that's it.